Hey people, Infiltrator 3v3 Faction War. This is Quest Redemption and Chaos Space Marines versus Ordo Malleus for the blue Chaos Space Marine team. Red Crown 555 is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption. Alongside, Mr.Black Cat is a Plague Champion, starts off in ranged combat with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. I think it's the word bearers. A DLC over there. Brother Arkaelos rounding off the team of the Damned with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. This is the Alpha Legion Elite Scheme recolored. Red Ordo Malleus, a couple of Eversor assassins, Unavy here, and we have Sergeant Smith. These guys are risk reward melee brawlers that explode on death, and rounding off the team's paladinsquad with a Brother Captain right here. A very durable hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful disruption and support. This is pretty scary for Black Cat. They did not have the awareness to see Brother Arkaelos go through this side here. Should have held back a bit. They might be able to get a decent flank. That's quite terrifying. An Eversor and a Brother Captain just running full tilt at you. So decent doom bolts. Sergeant Smith pops the Psychon, improving damage and damage resistance by sacrificing some health. Here comes some stormtroopers. Looks like they're going to clean up here. They did wipe out the heretics of Black Cat. Sorcerer needs a special maybe to escape. There it is. Can escape now. Oh, fires out some doom bolts first and then gets away. Decent fight from Arkaelos. Looks like their natural VP is being decapped, and Unavy dropped their Eversor. Some heretics died as well, but they did get away for a red crown. Black Cat not replacing the heretics yet. They're getting double CSM up here. Just get the heretics after, I guess. But the captain pushing through the mid. See that damage over time stink from the Plague Champion, and he's persuaded to leave. There's a big retreat for you, buddy. I think, yeah, looks like Sergeant Smith is on the way to revive his fellow Eversor assassin over there in the north. Red Crown with more heretics up. Brother Arkaelos straight into Noise Marines. No heretics on the way for Black Cat. It's a mistake, I think. That worship is pretty damn good. Eternal War up on one of them, on one of the CSM, that is. Stormtroopers be fleeing. Triple power up. Double power here. What up, red team? Triple and just a node on this side. Red are taking the north. Aspiring champion heretics of Red Crown. Chaos Lord can tie up, or rather mess with the Strat squad. I mean, they are a melee squad. There's a Doom Blast. We're in trouble now. Fought out of position a bit. Grenade might be able to save them. Not quite. Nice idea though. More grenade coming in though from the other stormtroopers. They're going to stand and fight the SWAT squad here. Double Eversors coming for you. There's Psychon popped on Unavy, and there it is on Sergeant Smith. To tear through the heretics. The SWAT squad barely gets away. Like 16 hit points here. 14, 13. Can the Chaos Lord finish him? Don't think so. Got them down to 10 hit points, but they do get away. Yeah, Chaos Lord alongside heretics with Aspiring Champion does some good work against the Strike Squad, eh? Not really surprising, but surprised how quickly they got kind of messed up there. They were trying to wait for the Eversors to come in. Tome of Titan, throwing out the banishment. CSM in amongst the Stormtroopers in melee there. More than a match for those Stormtroopers in melee combat. Massive blob of Ordo Malleus stuff here. Chaos Lords having a great time in amongst it. Chaos Sorcerer with the vestments of the warp. Interceptors on the way for Unavy. Paladin squad has some purgation there. They are running away with those incinerators. What is this bashing power? Oh, it's Noise Marines. Arkaelos gets the Noise Marines on the power. They're going to get a full bash, I think. I think they are. Sorcerer's here to support. Maybe get a decap going. Here comes Unavy to try and stop them from the north. Oh, he went down again, the Eversor. Went down again. Heretics are grabbing the north and VP. That central power which sees so much action being taken by the Plague Champion. It's kind of like a trap. Players spend so much time worrying about that central power, but they could just bash it and move on, I think. I mean, I guess I don't want to give the other team that +2 power, eh? There you go. Just node it and go somewhere else, I suppose. Heretics be capping. Got Raptors up here for Red Crown, and they've powered up the north. This is Sergeant Smith with some generators up. It's a lot of power. Double purgation for Paladin squad. Here they are. Those incinerators can suppress targets. They can also use the Purge by Flame to snare a target that can't be suppressed, for example. Black Cat never got more heretics up. Straight into some havocs here. And Eternal War on one of the CSM. We've also got Blight Grenades. I mean, the Ordo Malleus are blobbing up quite a lot. Look at that. That'd be a great place to chuck your Blight Grenade. Needs to get relatively close. Not going to try at the moment. Havocs for the garrison. Suppressing the... No, they're not. It's a Brother Captain. Can't be suppressed. Taking a lot of damage at close range, though. Purgation on the power. Those ones there can shut down those weapons with their Sonic Blast. Like instant retreat from those guys. Brother Captain didn't get to achieve too much. Was patient there, Black Cat. Didn't try to force the issue with the grenade. Meanwhile, in the north, some doom blasting going on. Heretics, just the aspiring champion gets away. Interceptors getting in amongst it. Teleporting squad that fight in melee. 30 DPS, the same DPS as Raptors, but they have more health. Raptors suppress on landing. Chaos Doll is already level 3. He's done some good work. Chased off there by... No, it's not Unavy. Sergeant Smith is in the north. With their strike squad. But not their stormtroopers. Now Black Cat comes to assist with heretics, with havocs and double CSM. Does not have heretics. Went to tier 2 without replacing those heretics. Done alright though. Sergeant Smith now bashing the power with some melee. Maybe they can get some retreat Blight Grenade action going on. Meanwhile, the southern red power, southwest, Eternal War, CSM and Noise Marine trying to harass this stuff. There's a lot of stuff though. Where's the other purgation? They are moving towards the blob. Where the captain can pop We Are the Hammer on all this stuff. There it is. Boosting their speed and damage resistance a little bit. The Cacophony from the Noise Marines won't knock over the Brother Captain. He's too big. Just chopped him up a bit with his 30 DPS power melee weapon. Sorcerer chases down the purgation. Might be worth it to get the Rod of Warpfire. They are tending to blob up quite a lot when they approach Paladin squad. It's kind of hard not to in 3v3s a lot of the time. Just double Mark of Zinc CSM all ready for Black Cat. And aspiring champions on the way. Really investing in those CSM quickly. You see how it pays off. They'll be able to shred through heavy infantry armor pretty damn effectively. And regular infantry pretty well too. Just don't get the bonus damage. I believe they're like 18 DPS, aren't they? Those Inferno Bolters. With more versus heavy and super heavy. Pretty effective against heroes too. Chaos Lord. Looks like he took his entire army to get that node. Still got the Raptors, still got Heretics. Try and wait for the Interceptors to jump here, I think. Stormtroopers with their Acolyte leaders. Pull back and wait for the teleport maybe. Who's going to jump first, I guess? Interceptors just running in. Taking tons of damage. Mark of Zinc CSM. Tearing them apart. Raptors in melee and Heretics in melee as well. It's a bad fight for those fellas. Oh, look at this though. Bio Meltdown from the Eversor Assassin of Unavy. Damaging all nearby units. But it drains the Eversor Assassin's health as it goes. It's a global ability, really powerful one. Can't quite finish off the Raptors, yet damaging his own strike squad there. And the Chaos Soul is ready to roll with his Lightning Claws. Meanwhile in the south, you have a Vindicator Assassin for Paladin squad. Blood Crusher on the way for mr.Black Cat. Even my bees mixed up. Down goes the Eversor with a big old explosion. That was a Bio Meltdown explosion as well from Sergeant Smith there. They both popped it. Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way for Unavy. Decent Blight Grenade there on the Stormtroopers. It will spread to the Strike Squad if they get close. No, I don't think they will though. Oh, they got down anyway. They got them down. The sheer range damage. North is turning red. 287 to 384 on the VPs. Straight into tier 3 is Paladin squad. I say straight, they did get a Vindicator up. But after that, straight into tier 3. Any war gear on the Brother Captain? Nope. Anything for the Eversors? Oh, this guy was getting Eviscerator Axe, Sergeant Smith. then went down. In the north? No, in the mid. And there's the Blood Crusher. A demon with vehicle armor. No heretics to worship it though. Where are those heretics, Mr. Black Cat? You've got something against them. We're going to see a Plague Sword for the Plague Champion. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for brother Arkaelos. Might see a big old fight here in the mid. The double purgation did not get silencers or anything. There's some purifiers up for Sergeant Smith. Trying to bring some melee superiority. They have a really long charge range. Also the pretty awesome Psychic Field. Their Justicar gets a heavy melee weapon. The other fellas with power melee. And a fair chunk of hit points. 2150 hit points. Blood Crusher charging in. The Purifiers can threaten it there with their heavy melee. Dreadnought with its Flamer. Blood Crusher is going after the Interceptors. They teleport in. Can he finish off the Havocs? Very close. Very, very close. Plague Champion is tying up the Grey Knight Dreadnought. Drops in a Noxious Cloud. Stormtroopers pop Fanaticism a little bit early there. Gives them a few seconds. I think it's like 1.5 seconds of immunity to damage. There's a Psychic Field from the Purifiers. Which these days, I believe, drains your energy and slows you down a bit or something. I think that's what it does. Stormtroopers barely making it out there. Sergeant Smith has got up the Terminator Librarian to help support the Purifiers. Some extra power melee in there. Also, this Sanctuary is pretty awesome. Down goes the Blood Crusher. Grey Knight Dreadnought still with this default loadout. And there's that Killzone Axe. The Eviscerator. Oh, maybe that was Killzone we saw, not the Psychic Field actually. I think they have the same effect, unfortunately. Assault armors up with the charge. Gets in amongst the Plague Marines here. Decent special, but that's a lot of damage coming in now. Oh, the Brother Captain put Mind Blades on him there, I think, was that. There's the kill zone. It was the kill zone buff circle, I think. I think it increases his damage and lowers the enemy's melee skill. Maybe lowers their damage as well. Pretty nasty if the enemy stays in the kill zone, but of course they can leave it. 252 to 328. Tons of damage on Unavi's. Gone for the Neuro Gauntlet. See this a lot on Eversor Assassins. Just straight up DPS. Just tear through stuff. Mr. Black Cat's got nothing else up after those Havocs. Well, after the Blood Crusher, I guess. Blood Crusher went down. I guess they're going for Tier 3 now. Speaking of Tier 3, Grey Knight Terminator's on the way for Paladin Squad. Tier 3 for Sergeant Smith. And Tier 3 for Red Crown. What is this? Vindicator trying to take some pot shots at a Dreadnought. Needs to put the Turbo Penetrator rounds in though. I was trying to shoot the Blastmaster Noise Marines there. But eats a Blastmaster shot for his trouble. Switching to Turbo Penetrator now. There it is. And the just saw a conversion beamer shot. Kicking off in the north, is it? That was a Sanctuary, I think. Chaos Lord getting messed up. Level 4 should get away. Purifiers doing some decent work here. Alongside the Interceptors, the Terminator Librarian ran away. And now we have a Plasma Cannon. Grey Knight Dreadnought gives it a Plasma Cannon and a Twin Linked Heavy Bolter, which is pretty handy. Turns into a ranged powerhouse. Not sure what that effect is on those Stormtroopers there. Is that Curse of Zinch? It might have been. I think it is. Sorcerer's down though. Some repairs for the Dreadnought. Paladin Squad not pushing though. Takes down the Sorcerer but doesn't push. Afraid of the Blastmaster shots. Maybe they're going to go through the mid. They could have Terminators though. They could just teleport on the Blastmaster Noise Marines and wipe them out. Or at least make them retreat very quickly. Power Bash here. Very effective with the Dreadnought. And then they leave it. They saw Black Cat coming in. Eversor pops Psychon a little bit early there. Yes, it does give him some damage resist as he runs in. But then goes down pretty fast and explodes. Or maybe that wasn't a Bio Meltdown explosion we saw on Sergeant Smith earlier. That default explosion seems a little bit bigger than I remember. Maybe they changed it for 296 a bit. Eversor just popped his rapid reflex here, and there is the bio meltdown. Really bad news for Heretics, just tears through them. Did not see him pop the kill zone though. Drain life from the Chaos Lord. Almost level 5. Plague Champion with his melee resistance ignoring Plague Sword, and there's the explosion death from the Eversor. Bad fight for the Interceptors here. They want to fight a Lightning Claw Chaos Lord. He's pissed. Look at him. Killed him with the sync kill too. Tossed him aside. A little bit overextended there, but I guess Black Cat lost some stuff. Get some more CSM up. Chaos Predator on the way for Red Crown. The Dreadnought with 1 hit point for brother Arkaelos. I wonder, did he teleport it to the Sorcerer's body there to get it out of trouble? Might have. We've got some Paladins up for paladinsquad. They've got Grey Knight Terminators and Paladins. What are you going to do against this? No war gear for the brother captain yet. But that is scary. That's very difficult to deal with. I mean, even if you have double Marco Zinc CSM, you can try to focus one of them, but what do you do about the other? Need some Robes of Torment, I think, brother Arkaelos. Help control those guys a little bit at least. Here comes a Great Unclean One. Is the Dreadnought getting repairs? Not yet. In the north, it's turning blue. 112 to 328. They've got a lot of VPs to make up here, the Chaos team. Both the Eversors are down and twitching, as you saw. Strike Squad hitting level 2. We've got a couple of Chaos Predators up. What do they have in terms of AV? They have at least... Oh no! I think the Conversion Beam of Purgation was wiped. This Purgation still has Incinerators. They have Paladins, obviously. They have the Dreadnought that could get some anti-vehicle shots in. Purifiers maybe on rear armor and stuff, but that's basically it for anti-vehicle. Here comes a Land Raider Crusader for Sergeant Smith. Terminator Librarian getting shot up here. Throws out the smite. Good hit. But then runs. You've got a Mark of Zinch Predator and a unmarked Predator in the south. CSM dropping model. Paladin squad should be way more aggressive here, I think, with this army. Should be like decapping this, bashing the power, sitting on this. Great Unclean One is up for Arkaelos, who does have the Icon of Zinch. 108 to 301, pushing up with a tank is Red Crown. It's an anti-vehicle weapon primarily, but you can hit infantry with it decently well. Just got knocked over by a plasma cannon shot. He's trying to chase down the Dreadnought there, but now needs to back away into another tank. It's gone for Mark of Khorne. Mr. Black Cat never got more heretics up. Crazy. Pretty crazy, I think. Another Vindicare Assassin for Paladin squad now. This could be a vital fight here. There's the Crusader. There's all the Terminator stuff. Can they do anything about this? Last Cannon is setting up. That's going to help. These Marco Zinch CSM are getting awfully close to lots of death. That was a sloppy move from Black Cat. Got suppressed very quickly by the Land Raider Crusader. Grey Knight Terminators in there, taking some friendly fire, but they might wipe out the Plague Marines. Not quite. There's Drain Life on one of the Terminators, 108 to 280. Raptors with melter guns. Maybe they can jump or just chuck their bomb at the Dreadnought, but now they've been caught. And that was the psychic field there. Or maybe it silences you now, because that was a silence thing. I think it silences you and drains you an inch maybe. I guess they just used... Oh, melter bomb from the Eversor. I guess they could just use the silence icon for something else. I think that's what it does. It used to do damage over time, but they changed that. Sorcerer grabs the red team's natural VP. Curse of Zinch doing some work here. Gets rid of the Strat Squad. Great Unclean One. In amongst it, what kind of support does it have though? I guess he can warp it out if he gets into trouble. Not a lot of support is the answer. Nothing else here. What is it going after? I'm not even sure. Red Crown asking, what are you trying to achieve with this great unclean one? Do not question the plans of Tzeentch. Is it gonna die? Where's the Sorcerer? Sorcerer can walk it out, surely. There it is. But yeah, bad time to push with the great unclean one with no support whatsoever. Predator's taking some plasma cannon hits. Raptors jumping in. Can they get their melt up? There it is. Is it enough to help take down this Dreadnought? Blade Marine missiles going in too. There's an Orbital. I think they are going to get the Dreadnought. Down it goes. Orbital is a good hit though. Needs to retreat his stuff here. Black Cat. Or he's going to take full damage from those beams. Ouch. That was a pretty good nuke, especially since Black Cat did not retreat out of it. Wiped onto the CSM. Tank went down just there. There's a Imperial Abyss from Black Cat, trying to get some revenge. Killed a Stormtrooper squad. I don't think it did a whole lot else. 108 to 179. There's the brother captain? No, it's an Eversor. It's Unavy in the south. Some stuff died over here, but brother Arkaelos is holding their VP. North is turning red now. And that could be it. Black Cat lost a lot of stuff there. Grey Knight Terminator's on the way for Sergeant Smith. Purifies hit level 3, 2601 hit points. Not bad, eh? Egg Champion's down. Got some Chaos Terminators. Maybe they can get claws up and tear through the Paladins and Terminators and stuff. But they are going to have Crusader support. Are they here? Are they inside it? They're there and there. You get energy and health regen from the Crusader, but you can't retreat back to it like the Redeemer. Great Unclean One is healed up. Can he do one more good push? Black Cat still refuses to get Heretics, so more CSM on the way. I'd probably get Havocs in this situation. Sorcerer gonna throw Curse of Tzeentch on something maybe? Ouch, got smited pretty badly by the Terminator Librarian. Not sure what the Sorcerer is doing. Was going for a revive maybe. Great Unclean One soaking up a lot of damage, but there's nowhere for him to walk to now. If the Sorcerer is right there, down it goes. It's going to maybe do a juicy explosion here though. There's a big damaging and healing explosion on death. Healing allies obviously. Don't think anything's close enough to get hurt by it, but it did heal up those CSM a bit. Putting a little bit of pressure on the Crusader, making it back off, and that is drawing the tank into trouble. Vindicator Assassin there and a Conversion Beamer, and there is a Melter. We do have some Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators and Red Crown. Up against the Paladins now. Should be able to tear through them pretty damn good. Yeah, they can't stand against that 70 splash damage power melee. It's really nasty. I'm not sure how much the splash is though. Tell me here. 12 power melee splash. 70 on the original target. Unavi's Eversor explodes. Was trying to get the tank, I think, with another melter maybe. Down to 38 VPs, Chaos. Put up a good old fight in the north here, but I think the Ordo Malleus have this. That Strike Squad fella got in a bad place. Lightning Claw Terminators. Maybe if these guys came out 5 minutes or so earlier, they could have done some real work. They're now fighting a bunch of stuff here. And that's a kill zone, I think. Yeah. Eversor Assassin lost the indicator for them and Bio Meltdown. Holy crap. That was a lot of stuff dying. 18 to 178. They did decap. Got a 1-to-1 on 16 VPs now. There's target acquired on those Terminators, which gives you vision of them from the Vindicator. Noxious Cloud, not really a huge threat to these Paladins and stuff, even when they're blob capping. And Red Team grabbed the VP back. 15 to 178, looks like this is it. So many heroes down. In fact, all 6 heroes are down here. Eversor's had a whale of a time. That was a cool fight with the kill zone up. I guess reducing the melee skill of Terminators isn't a massive deal because you can't knock them over anyway. But the more melee damage and stuff is cool. I think it debuffs melee damage as well for the enemies. I can't remember, I always forget what Killzone does. There's the GG, and there is the 2-to-1 cap. For the Ordo Malleus, you take it. Level 6 Chaos Lord was down here. Look what stuff there was. The Crusader just made it very difficult. Maybe they should have doubled the south. Black Cat, Plague Champion down. Had a very slow and purposeful game. It felt like Black Cat. Very fitting for a Plague Champion. Sorcerer level 2. Level 4 Eversor for Unavy. Had that Melter Bomb, was doing some good work with it. Brother Captain was actually up at the end. Level 4, no war gear on this guy. Just ploughed all the resources into his army. And Sergeant Smith with a level 6 Eversor Assassin. There you have it, guys. Big thanks to these players for getting a faction war together by themselves and sending it in. I'll see you next time.